Hello, Paulo Leite here, record collector, and today I have for you 5 jazz albums that I love very much. They occupy a very special place in my heart, and I probably bought them some 25 or 30 years ago, and I keep going back to them over and over again. And it's not like I don't have options, but somehow they stuck with me over the years, and they are always on my playlists. So let's start with this one by Lalo Schifrin. It's usually called just the Marquis de Sade Album, but the full title of this album from 1966 is the Dissection and Reconstruction of Music from the Past as performed by the Inmates of Lalo Schifrin's Demented Ensemble as a tribute to the memory of the Marquis de Sade. How about that? Lalo Schifrin is the composer of the Mission Impossible theme, everybody knows that song, but he was a very accomplished jazz composer, musician, and band leader. And this album, I think, is his best album. What he does here is basically he deconstructs, he reinterprets a number of motifs, cliches, and themes and trends from Baroque music, and he gives them a new clothing in modern jazz. So at the time, bossa nova was the thing, so there is a strong bossa nova vibe in this album, and it's quite nice. He has a great orchestra, and many of these songs, they have this mixture of bossa nova and Baroque music all under jazz, and it works beautifully. I never found this album on vinyl, either used or new or reissued, in any record shop that I have visited. I think it's quite a rare album, and I think this one deserves to be rediscovered and reissued. So it's quite beautiful. And this comes from a collection that was released by Verve in the 90s, in around 1996, 1997, called Verve Elite. And this is a limited edition. I think they only made something like 5,000 of these. So these are very hard to find, or kind of hard to find. So check this out. On number 2, we have Bill Evans' Conversations with Myself from 1963. This is a gorgeous album. Bill Evans, he plays here a solo piano, and he overdubs himself with additional 2 tracks of himself playing the piano. So you have here 1 layer of piano, 2 and 3 layers, and it's absolutely beautiful. Overdubbing at this time, he wasn't the first musician to do this. I think Edgar Varese did this in the 20s. He experimented with overdubbing. Sidney Bechet, he has from 1941 1 or 2 songs. One called I think The Sheik of Araby, where he plays all the instruments in a small orchestra. I think Duke Ellington also experimented with overdubbing. Lenny Tristano has a great album from 1955 that I have right here, where he also overdubs in 1955. But what Bill Evans does here, he adds a completely new layer of expressivity to the piano and brilliance to the songs that really enhances everything. It's absolutely beautiful. He released, I think in 1967, a sequel to this album called Further Conversations with Myself, and then in 1978 he released a 3rd installment with basically the same philosophy. The most beautiful song in this album is the theme from Spartacus. It's called Spartacus Love Theme. If you look on YouTube, I'm sure you're going to find it. From Alex North. It was from the Stanley Kubrick movie Spartacus from 1960. Actually, all of the songs here are beautiful. Here we have Stella by Starlight, Round Midnight, several jazz standards, all of them overdubbed. So 3 layers of piano that work beautifully. So this is from a collection that was also released by Verve in the 90s called Master Edition. And they all had these beautiful digipacks that are quite beautiful. And it's a great album, so you should try this one. Third, we have Buddy DeFranco and Oscar Peterson play George Gershwin. Here we have Buddy DeFranco on the clarinet, Oscar Peterson on the piano with a beautiful orchestra. This album is from 1954, and here we have several standards by George Gershwin. We have The Man I Love, Someone to Watch Over Me, I Want to Stay Here from Porgy and Bess. So this is absolutely stunning, very elegant, very 50s with that flavor of those big orchestras that only in the 50s. And it's quite an album, so you should try this one too. This was re-released on vinyl, I think a couple of years ago, and I saw it, the vinyl version, on the video that I did at Jazz Messengers, a great record shop here in Lisbon that is dedicated to jazz. And this, however, CD version is quite rare, and the recording is absolutely gorgeous, so you should try getting this one. On number 4 we have Johnny Smith, the self-titled album from 1967. Johnny Smith was a wonderful, an incredible guitar player. I'm sad to say, I think he's a little bit forgotten today and incredibly underrated. He was a stunning guitar player. And this album from 1967, to me, is his best album. I love this one very much. It contains a beautiful blend of jazz and country music, and also some bossa nova, which again was big in the 60s. And here we have beautiful songs, starting with 2 Lennon and McCartney songs, Yesterday and Michelle, also a Brazilian song, Manhã de Carnaval, and Memories of You, and also Land of the Velvet Hills, which is also a beautiful country song. Somehow I would dare say that I prefer this version of Michelle to the Beatles version, but anyway. So this is a great album, and I also haven't seen this one in a long time in record shops. I managed to find a second version of this CD that I bought because I played this so much, I'm afraid I'm going to spend it. So anyway, it's a beautiful song, it's a beautiful album, and you should discover it. And last but not least, Charlie Parker with Strings. This is a gorgeous album. This was released by Verve in 1995, so it's exactly 30 years ago. But actually this is a compilation of 2 10-inch albums that Charlie Parker released between 1949 and 1950, 1948, 1950, and plus 1 track from 1947 that was released as a folio in a 78 RPM album. And these are 24 tracks that are absolutely beautiful, with a gorgeous orchestra, with beautiful musicians. And actually, on this album, we're gonna find the first track, which is called Just Friends. It's reported that this was the track that Charlie Parker was most proud of. And here are plenty of beautiful songs like Laura, Easy to Love, Summertime, April in Paris, Everything Happens to Me. So this is quite a great album, so you should check this out. And here we have Charlie Parker with Strings from released in 1995, Johnny Smith from 1967, Buddy DeFranco and Oscar Peterson play Gershwin from 1954, Conversations with Myself by Bill Evans from 1963, and Lalo Schifrin's The Marquis de Sade Album from 1966. Thank you very much, and remember, visit record shops, buy records. Music is life. Thank you very much, see you on the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. There's more great content coming soon. Thank you.